This is going to be some Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. I think it's like episode 21 or something. We recently addressed a Shengo Ran thinger. So now we get to do a Hypnocatrice. I, funny enough, thought this was like one of the first monsters. For some reason, I thought it was going to be like the 4-cut coup. I have no idea why I thought this. I told my mother that I wanted a hat adorned with a Hypnocatrice's tail feather. But she got mad and I said I was being selfish. Therefore, this is a secret request. You must tell no one. Okay. I think I read that before, but I want to recall. Now, I don't know if this puts us into high, like, ooh. Yeah, so I don't know if we're in high rank or low rank right now. We'll find out. It doesn't really matter. We're playing for the purposes of playing. Now, there's a lot of little things that look like herbs here. They are not, I guess. This is the jungle, I believe. I don't think we've been here before in this series. And this is a really cool jungle. I'm trying to think about it. I don't know. What is this? It's Great Forest. Okay. Maybe we come here in portable 3rd HD? Maybe. Or something similar, but cool map. Really pretty. I think there's a lot of tricks employed in Monster Hunter, you know, to make this especially run pretty well, if I recall, on the original PSP. Because I didn't... Okay, I had 2 PSPs. I think I had like an original fat black one. I think that was like the PSP 1000. And then I had, a few years later, I grabbed, I think it was like the Jack and Daxter hack bundle thing. And that one had like a silver PSP partnered with it. And I still to this day have that. It's in pretty good shape. It still runs. Actually, it boots up surprisingly well. And I played a lot of Monster Hunter on that. Induced some early arthritis. Absolutely. I think these reflections, though, like... portable, this game was really mind-blowing. And I think even now, upscaled to where it is, it ages pretty well. I think it's very playable. It's not like, you know, going back and playing Mega Man Legends like in the other series right now. So, this monster looks really good. Holy crap, like, what the fidelity on this thing. I think this monster came from Frontier. So they were basing it off of a model that originally showed up on PC, or they showed up around the same time, something like that. Anyways, when I talk about Mega Man Legends, I'm not even dissing the game. I just mean, when you go back with a lot of games and a lot of series, there's things that hadn't really been well defined yet in the genre or in like the zeitgeist of video game players. Like, you know, we have general consensuses nowadays that space should jump. E should typically interact if you're playing on PC, you know? You go back to the PS1 era and a lot of the games, like, Sometimes triangle will be a cancel button, where on PlayStation you would kind of expect it to be circle nowadays. Or whatever, examples like that. Monster Hunter, even from the first game, with the exception of the atrocious analog stick controls, has remained pretty consistent. Like, I would even argue that it is defining for not just like its graphics at the time, which really run well. I mean, fidelity aside, performance is just as important, and Monster Hunter has basically always performed well, even on the 3DS. But I think with control schemes just as well, like you look at games that have come up now and are really popular, like Dark Souls, and I would say Dark Souls owes a lot to what Monster Hunter defined in the stamina fighter genre. And it would be like really, really dumb to say that the people who make Dark Souls don't pay attention to Monster Hunter. It's just like, no way, right? It's a Japanese studio. They're of the age to have grown up playing these games, and I'm pretty sure you can't really be a good game developer without playing other things, without enjoying other titles. Which is kind of why, for me anyways, and I never meant them maliciously, but like when Demon Souls came out, I was interested in Demon Souls because I was like, oh, it's kind of like Monster Hunter but an RPG. And I thought, you know, the combat, especially the movement and the rolling and stuff like that, to me, it was a bit of a rip-off of Monster Hunter. Not in a bad way, just like, oh, okay, this is clearly inspired by it. But you have nowadays where a lot of things are inspired by Dark Souls. And then I would be curious, I'm not a video game historian by any means. If you go back far enough, what was Monster Hunter inspired by? Like, maybe I can venture a guess, like the original Fantasy Stars, maybe a little bit, not in combat, but in like the going to a place and getting the things and building up your items based on certain requirements and from certain places and monsters. Like, maybe that was an element of it. Maybe they invented a fair amount of what there is. It's tough to say. I think with Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, though, there is, I guess what you could call a degree of benefit in that I don't have to deal with a camera that's based on directional sticks with the same side of my like body and the same hand that also has to control movement. You know, when you're controlling your camera and your movement with the same hand, you either contort yourself to like push your palm kind of roughly in the direction you need to move while you find control of the camera, or, you know, some other awful finagling. This guy does hit hard, I'll give him that. But with modern Monster Hunter Freedom Unite... Ooh, I'm gonna take a hit here, probably. No? Okay. He can't turn that sharp. With this, you know, I can throw the old camera controls onto a right analog stick, and just instantly, it lets me pan so much better. I can keep the monster in view with much less stress. I could use that automatic muscle memory for camera control at this point. I don't know if I could play original Monster Hunters on original hardware anymore. I've kind of grown pretty used to definitely the camera things, but also, ooh, rough. There are benefits of like the pitch perfect, blah 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 blah, of the pitch perfect frame rate effectively. I think, ooh, I might die. I have no idea. I really haven't fought a Hypnocatrice in a long time. I don't have a muscle memory for this monster. You can kind of tell. I'm just rolling around trying to generically stay alive compared to name brand staying alive. Okay. Oh, did I? Okay, I did paintball him. I don't know if I remembered, if my cat did. I'm awful at all of this. I mean, of course he's going to go to the area that's blocked off by the boulder. Of course he is. Okay. We'll make our way there. We'll probably sharpen on the entrance into 5. Or no, we won't, because we're probably going to be chased by raptors. So I'll do it now. Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I wanted to make sure I was recording. I would hate to start something, get into it, and then be like, oh god, I didn't do those moving pictures I'm supposed to do. Gosh darn, Jimmy. Oh, nice. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Oof. Hey, thanks, cat. Okay, well, I guess it's maybe time I break out my actual potions. I guess I was feeling like, oh man, how's this going? But in all fairness, I was really only burning my herbs and 3 heals, so I'm kind of actually in an alright position. I think this thing heard me. I have actually been playing a game where the game does listen to you. I've been listening to playing Phasmophobia. And that's a fun title. It's also one of those things where like you kind of wish you had a tailor when you were playing the game, just so as soon as you shake your pants, you can have another pair prepared for you. Because it's a spooky title. And I think it's spooky enough to sober you right up. I actually came home after having been out like to a pub and having some pizza and having a beer or two with my wife, and then we came home and we were like, okay, let's play some Phasmophobia. That sounds fun. We'll like yell at the ghosts because we're drunk. And like 5 seconds in, you were like stone cold sober, and you're just like, oh god, is there a ghost here? How old are you? It's great. It's really a good time. I have to say as well, I really dig the battle music for the Hypnocatrice. Like, pretty awesome. Oh, damn it. Okay, I actually have to, like, pay attention here. Please let me heal. Get out of my face. Yeah, you can spit sleeping stuff all over if you want. Oh, I am now asleep. Oh, I am now asleep again. Oh, but the raptor saved me. That is hilarious. Thank you, raptor. Your valiant sacrifice will not be forgotten. Your friend has forgotten, though. He forgot what you died for. If I fail, so did your ally. Okay. Raptor, I'm sorry. You're annoying. Hey, nice. Okay, we'll try up an actual charged hit here. It's just tough because some of these monsters get up so quick. Kind of glitched on the legs, but I'll take the hits. Looks like I've run out the paintballs, so I should get that. Trying to remember. Chaos was the thing through it all. Okay, cool. Like I'm not opposed to this. Are you the weak now? Good. Well, I am glad I did the paintball. I don't think I have flash bombs or anything, so. Yep, nope, that's fine. Are we going to 8? Is that where you're sleeping? No, okay, we're going to 7. Cool. Alright. 7 sounds fun. I don't know why I ate that over a ration, but I don't know, man. Craven steak. Let's do it. Okay. A lot of things flying around at this moment. That is a bad move. I kind of saw it as soon as it was like, I'm like, oh no. Incorrect. There are situations in Monster Hunter where that could have been the right move. Notably in World, I think there's like some mantles that could have made it so I wouldn't get knocked there and I could have dealt the damage. But again, that would be negligible, or if not negligible, debatable. Whether the damage taken was worth the damage dealt. Age-old face tanking question. Is it enough? Cool. Top grade Hypno Claw. Okay, so maybe this is high rank. Did I like miss a Hypnocatrice in the start of the game or something like that? Because I thought it was one of the first things we thought. Like, so if this was like the high rank upgrade, I would understand, but I'm so confused. Okay, is there like a mining point? Do I have any pickaxes on me? I don't. Okay, I was gonna see, like, what materials am I getting? If I get like carbolite or something like that, that's a pretty dead giveaway. Oh, wrong button. Yep, plus. Okay, so this is high rank. Cool, that's good to know. Did I must have missed a low rank Hypnocatrice somehow? Or I don't know, man. I'm probably not even pronouncing that right, nonetheless, knowing what I'm talking about. Cool. Well, that's good, because it means if we come across a Rathalos, we can get the scaled upgrade this sword. Which I wouldn't be upset with. Alright, with some farming done, it does look like this guy wants to talk to us. And so is the armor guy. Okay. Oh, hey, doing well, I hope. That's good. That's good. Say, have you ever heard of epic hunting quests? It's this new kind of hunting quest the guild created where you go to locales with a lot of monsters and defeat them all one after another, and... Anyway, it's basically a quest where you defeat the monsters that appear one by one. Special measures have been taken to ensure monster variety, but since it's super hard, only high-ranked hunters can sign up. With your strength, I bet you could handle them though. If you are ever offered a chance to take one on, I say go for it and give it a try. One big thing to keep in mind, though, is when you go to carve the monsters up, the materials you receive will be exchanged for recovery items. Now, I know it takes a lot of materials to prepare for such epic quests, so I know you wish you could receive materials in return, but you don't want to have to worry about what to sacrifice when you go to carve up that first monster, whether it be shells or traps, so just don't worry about it. Any materials you get out of them will be given to you at the end with your rewards. The same goes when you capture. If you want to know more, you can always read about it in the Guild's info magazine. Cool. Yo, and hello. It seems that you've gotten yourself almost ready to try some of the higher ranked quests. You've made the village proud. I think you'll need this as you progress the ranks. It is an incredibly important material used when improving material. Armor. It's called the hard armor sphere. Cool, so we got those, and that can take our armor even further. Combine armor stone with carbonite ore or king scarab to create a hard armor sphere. If you have any armor that has been improved with an armor sphere plus, try improving it even further. Cool. Good to know. I can, of course, do all the cool stuff. This is fun. So we're starting to see some high rank gear, and you can even see low rank like early entry tier high rank gear is already veering on the defense of our very upgraded Rathlos Soul Mail. And that's cool. I have no issues with that. The Dragon Slayer. Wow, that's a really cool sword. Awesome. Okay, well, let's buy some of these things. You defeated the Hypnocatrice on your own is truly astounding. I am satisfied that I've witnessed your true might. I now grant you the right to initiate quests with me. I suppose I should introduce myself. My name is a secret. However, people call me Nekote. I invoke my name with care. Quests I introduce to you are similar to the Granny's. They are solo quests, however, their difficulty will make her quest seem like a cakewalk. To use the guild's quests as a guide, these quests are comparable to high-rank quests, which are recommended for more than one person. I am also obligated to warn you that high-rank quest conditions apply to these quests. For example, supplies might be delayed from time to time. You may even start a quest at an unknown location, far away from your base camp. However, you may be pleased to know that the ores and monster materials you may find will also be equivalent to that of the high-rank quests. I have to say, though, that if you wish to simply gather materials or hunt with a friend, it would be better for you to do so through the guild. That is not to say that there are no unique monster materials to be found here, for some beasts can only be hunted on my quests. That's not all. A few of my quests will send you out to places that are only accessible at the guild through their G-level quests. So, some of the finer details of the quests may also be different from their guild counterparts, but I'll leave you to dig these out on your own. Excuse me for going on at length, but these are the sort of quests I wish for your assistance with. In secret, of course. There will also be quests that the general populace will be aware of. However, they are of the troublesome sort. You will see soon enough. But at least know this. The old granny and the crafting shop owner are both aware of these quests. You'd be at a disadvantage if they didn't, yes? When you are ready, feel free to come speak with me again. Farewell for now. Okay, great. So you know what's up. And now we have these. Bolvango, Shakalakas, Velocipray, Vespoid Queen. That's the one we just did. Cephadrome. Gypsyros, that's fine. Purple Gypsyros, fine. Basurios, Kezu, yeah. Red Kezu, yeah. Survive until time or deliver the Bob-ass ticket. I like those. Survive. Hunt all of the large monsters. Okay, well. Jeez. A Bulldrome and its pack are going hog wild around the mining point for ore. I don't want others to find their secret location, so please hunt them in secret for me. Okay, we have to go hunt some Volfango. I can only imagine this is gonna suck. But that's life. Sometimes you gotta do quests that suck. And that first high rank hunt barely took any time, so okay. We may as well gather these supplies. I don't know. I think there is a Bolfango Pelt Plus. Whether or not it's shared on the table for the regular one, if it replaces it. You know, who knows? I don't know. I know that it sucks being back in a place where we're weak enough that one hit doesn't kill again, prey. And maybe it's just me. That's like the biggest issue with high rank or even G rank. Like, I played it all. Is getting into it. Once you're like kind of in it and you have some good monsters to base some armor on, you know, it's not a big deal. The monsters are a little bit... I don't think I can go get that. The monsters are a little bit faster. They hit harder. But it very much kind of becomes a numbers game, in my opinion, at that point. Because if you have the skill to get to high rank, I think you have the skill to beat high rank. It just becomes, can you kind of push through some of those introductory fights where you're really disadvantaged coming in with low rank gear? And how quickly can you kind of get on the boat, so to speak, with high rank stuff? You know, how quick can you outfit yourself or have something that's equivalent? Like this Rathalos Soul armor. If I hadn't grinded out all of the Rathalos Azure things, it may very well have been a different situation. I was taking some pretty hard hits even then, right? So I think that's something to keep in mind. Just as well, like you see a lot of like speed hunt. Oh wow, that's a Velocidrome or a Bulldrome. I don't need to kill it though, so I don't care about it. But there's a lot of content out there with people trying to do even old stuff really fast. That's cool. But very infrequently are those speed runs done with the equipment you would start that quest with. Often it's, you know, a hyper optimized build with endgame stuff. So I don't know how well represented the category of entry-level gear, high-rank speed hunts there are. And I'm not even saying that facetiously. I literally don't know. But like I said, I'm just going to ignore that guy. I have no need to interact with him, so why would I? Blah, blah, blah. I think going to play World, that's going to be like the thing I'm most excited for. After playing all of the games with area transitions, when I don't have area transitions again, it'll be like, oh my gosh. The walls have lifted. I am back. I am actually kind of excited to see... Oh, Giant Bone. I think that's high rank material. When I get there, because I'm not going to rush there. But when I get there, when I'm playing World for this Monster Hunter completion series, I'm excited to see how it runs. Because I played it when it came out at launch on PS4. And I have since returned to it, playing the PS4 version on PS5, which had really, really good performance. I played it originally on a 1080p TV, and then I upgraded to a 4K, like, bigger thing. And that the game looks amazing, right? Even on console, even despite everything. Beautiful, beautiful game. So it is interesting to me to see how that performance translates to my computer. Because I don't really know how things stack up. I kind of consider my computer and my PlayStation 5 equivalent in regards to capability. My computer might edge out a bit because my computer has like a whack of RAM, and there's adjustable bar, and it's like a 3000 series RTX card. I think the PS5 basically has a 2070 Super equivalent, which is still good. Like, that's still second generation ray tracing cores and et cetera, et cetera. So it's not that I think it's horrible. I'm just like, I also have an i9 in my computer, and I don't know the processor equivalent on PS5, but I'd be willing to wager that it's not an i9 equivalent. It's funny too, like, you can have, you know, in air quotes, really powerful computer, and you can still be interested in, like, lower power rigs, which I know is an odd statement, but, like, there's a part of me that really, really wants to get, like, a cheap laptop just to run, like, Linux stuff on it. Because I've installed Linux before. I have a few different distributions of it that I prefer. I think right now I like Mint. And Mint is where I would personally point to anyone curious about modern Linux. I think it looks really good. Now, I'm not going to argue. If somebody says there's a better distribution, probably. I don't care. I'm not into the debate of Linux because I think Linux is kind of like a truck, right? Like, you really should only use it if you have a need for it. And if you have a need for it, you know what you want it for, right? So if you're meeting your use case, perfect. That's what the product is there for. That's what the whole idea is, right? And as we move forwards in time, especially as the gaming potential of Linux gets greater and greater, because it's already in a pretty great state right now. I think a lot of people would agree with that. And as that grows and grows, I think we might see more PC consoles. Like cheap, air quotes cheap, sub $1,000 builds that run, instead of Windows, they don't pay for an OS, and they just run like Steam OS, which I believe is coming out as a desktop OS standalone. Or, you know, they run whatever, Ubuntu and Mint, or Hannah Montana Linux distro, whatever they want to run. And you can utilize a higher percentage of your hardware just out of, you know, virtue of not having to contend with all the bells and whistles and trinkets of the OS that Windows might have. Now, I'm not a Windows hater, because I think Windows has a core of stability. It is, whether it is the pitch-perfect fit, it is the enterprise choice, you know, OS of choice. It's what pretty much every application is built to function on, at least at the, you know, software as a service level. And that's market share too. Like, that's motivated by it. I'm sure if 90% of the market switched to Linux, I'd be doing my testing in Linux tomorrow or whatever, right? But Windows is getting expensive. And with the popularity of recording and streaming, and, you know, the competing high qualities too, because it's really tough to say, I want to create content nowadays. What else are other people doing? And looking at perfect 60 FPS capture and really crisp things and like 15,000 KBS fucking keyframing or whatever. So like crazy specs, and then if you can't match that, you feel a little bit out of place. So you can't have that. You have to register your Windows in the bottom right corner of your screen if you want to take something seriously, which I feel like is a starting point for a lot of people nowadays. Due to like the proliferation of good quality technology, due to the growing understanding of the processes and software suites required to edit, capture, and do stuff with gameplay. And just as well, I think we're in a world where we are increasingly being asked to commodify our hobbies. You know, like anything you do for fun, can you pivot that and now have fun with it while you make money? Now, I mean, I don't have any aspirations of making money from playing Monster Hunter on YouTube, if I'm being honest with you. I really love this as an excuse to go and play old games. Especially like when you look at Mega Man Legends. Like, that's been really fun to go through. It's given me an excuse to beat games that I've always kind of like had on the list and just didn't start for any reason, like Bug Fables. And I'm really glad I did, because that was a fun game. Does that mean, because I'm enjoying doing it as a hobby, that if I hit the point where I wouldn't turn monetization on? No, absolutely I would. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't have money problems nowadays, right? And if just like playing games and shooting the shit is a method to get more cash, yo, dollar bills, like, give it to me. I don't think anyone would choose the opposite without trying to play some sort of angle. Just as well, it's tough because you don't want to compromise your integrity. And that kind of like, it's always the case. You want to look like you'd be willing to do something for free, even though fiscally, financially, all of that, you could not do it for free. Forever. You know, or like you don't want to say you can. It's like work, you know, like you want to be like, oh yeah, I'll do whatever you want on the hope that you'll give me a good raise at the end of the year. It's awkward though. I hate that we have to pretend we don't want money. Because, you know, I fucking hate money. I really don't like it. I don't have to deal with it. But because of the fact that I have to deal with it, you know, rent's expensive. Food is crazy right now. So yeah, of course I want cash. I want as much money as I can possibly get. I think everyone does. I find it more upsetting when somebody is like, oh, you know what? I'm going to say no, and I'm going to wait as long as I can, or maybe even longer, just to prove to people that, because like when somebody does something like that to me, that it just screams like, aw, your parents are rich enough that you don't really have to worry about anything, don't you? You know, like you come from a base that's so stable you can fuck around with money like that. It kind of bugs me a lot too. I used to have, way back in the day, there's like a boss, and they were talking about when they started the company, how tough it was for them financially. but they leave out all the parts where like they had worked in another industry for a really, really, really long time. They had investors that were helping them set things up. They had partners. They owned a home. They had a car. They probably had a spouse that was working as well. And it's just like, it's so fucking frustrating when people who do have money talk about being able to go without it or struggling with it, because it's just kind of like, hey, can you just shut up? Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Not being able to spend $15,000 a month like you're used to has nothing to do with, you know, never having had $15,000 cash in one place at the same time. Or if you did, you immediately had to take it out and put it somewhere else for a down payment or whatever, right? It is very much insulting when somebody does that with money. So I try to, you know, be honest about it. I am not a rich person. I've been trying to do the best I can year to year to year to year. I've never made six figures in my life. I would love to someday. If somebody asked, you know, do you want extra cash so you can do that? I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude. Give me the cash. I don't even own a home. Like, fuck off. Give me shit. It's tough to not feel selfish or entitled about that, but we're just in a position in the world too where you kind of always have to be willing to have your hand out. It's a pride thing. If you're not enough people are doing well enough to push away an opportunity. We might convince ourselves we are, though. Like, convince ourselves we're doing better. Refuse help when we should take it. Just to kind of simulate things being okay. But we do ourselves more favors when we don't pretend. Cool, money. Hi. Well, we did some farming. I can only imagine that, yeah, there's time for another hunt in this, so let's, I guess, see what's up. Working our way through these higher level ones. Whack a shakalaka. In the arena. I went to open up the little arena that hasn't been used in a while one morning, and I find that it's been taken over by a group of strange little things. Now I need your help to take them out. All right, there's a king shakalaka, but I only need to kill the regular ones. This is just going to be a battle of avoiding the king shakalaka, which is a monster that we haven't seen yet. I'm just going to take off a hoodie. Oof. Because, I think it's funny, actually, kind of the timing of it. I think I was just reading a thread where people were talking about forgotten monsters and Monster Hunter, and King Shakalaka is definitely one of them. Oh man, this music makes me want to play a Western. I can't really think of any. It's probably a sacrilegious opinion, but I actually got really bored of Red Dead Redemption 2. I found it gave you no agency. You were just on a railroad. It might as well have been a movie. I would have enjoyed it more if it was a movie. Because it definitely didn't feel like a video game, I'll tell you that much. But maybe just like modern Rockstar games aren't for me. I used to be a really big fan of them back in the day. Like, I played a lot of those titles. Oh, wow, these things hit hard. What the heck? I was Max Payne. I played a lot of those games, and you know, I even played the third one. I'm really kind of upset that the third one is locked behind such crap. Like, it's just super hard to play it. You have to like get some proprietary launcher, and even then it like doesn't really work. And I don't know, I hate when Steam sells things that require other launchers. Like, can you get your crap off Steam and just let it load normally or fuck off? Jesus. It's like playing The Sims, or I think Mass Effect as well. I don't know if the Legendary Edition is better. I just know back when I was playing the first two games on Steam, or trying to, you had to like do some annoying Uplay crap or something. Kind of funky tune. If I ever got back into guitar, this is the type of thing I'd want to play. I tried to learn to play guitar at a certain point in time, and I think I just kind of like doubled down on writing. I could like play a couple of scales, and I petitioned my mother at the time to get me an expensive guitar that I put some hours into, but not enough. And I know that too, because I spend a lot of time around musicians and had a lot of friends who were in bands, and I went to a lot of shows and went all the way up through different things too. Like went from playing little community center battle of the bands to playing paid gigs. And none of the things I was doing, but like friends, and you'd help them move gear and have a good time out at the pub of the night. But because of that, like, you know where you stand with music when you're around a bunch of people who play it. And while I was definitely the one in the crew who could get a script out if need be, I was not the best guitarist, bassist, drummer, singer, or anything like that. I guess I did have some like artistic issues with a lot of like getting good at music, right? Because like listening to music is really, really important, but a lot of people get their start in music playing covers and playing tabs and like learning how other people are doing what they're doing. And one of the ways to do that is, of course, to play their music. I think it just takes a lot longer to get to the point where you are creating something that is identifiably unique to you in music. Whereas in writing, good or bad, you can kind of do that right off the bat. You can always kind of be practicing your style. Before you can do that with music, you kind of have to learn to play any style. Okay, maybe you could say that for writing too, right? Maybe, that's the king. Ow. Yeah, I kind of knew he was going to hit like a Mack truck. What is this quest, though? Okay, well that was weird, but cool. I kind of like this. Because I don't think I have to beat that guy. I just have to avoid him while I murder his subordinates. And try to not take hits from his disproportionately strong club. Holy crud. Actually, I'm probably in a place where he could one-hit me right now. I hope I'm just being over-dramatic, but I bet. Okay, this is my last one here. Nice. I'm sure there is some benefit to fighting this guy. And if I come across one, I will come back for it. As is, I'm kind of okay. You know, like I don't got any major concerns. What an interesting boss, though. Cool. Okay. We got some inheritances, some jewels. That's all fine. I don't know what to do with it specifically, but it's cool to have. Okay, well, that was fine. Kind of, I can't really complain about having an easy video. So what, this is the arena, and we gotta slay Velociprey. So that doesn't sound too hard either, but, you know, it doesn't sound like a bad thing to do, so let's do it. I went to open up the little arena that hasn't been used in a while one morning, and I find that it's been turned into a meat lover's paradise. Please bring an end to their partying. Okay, wow, you're walking into an arena, and you're just finding a lot of things. Are you hosting events in your arena? Girl, guy, don't do that. You can't leave honey out and stuff, you know? Like they say that's how you get ants. You can't leave steaks out. That's how you get raptors. Well, this is kind of a fun quest. I know you're not a Velociprey, but I'll take y'all down. That was funny. I think they went too high and they both just like got deleted out of the game. All right, a lot of arena quests, and I think those, at least one of those epic hunts is mandatory to go into the next session or the next set of quests. And I don't know, we'll see what happens here. We'll see if I need to start doing guild quests for perks. Because I've done like one for grinding. There's like a solo Rathalos hunt in the guild. Nothing different than, you know, I've already done hunted Rathalos. But it wasn't giving me tails, so I quit doing it. I went and did the partnered one when I needed to build this sword. But it looks like high rank Rathlos is probably the easiest thing for me to get that would upgrade my offense. I could go and work on the tactical blade and get the Kushala de Aura Claw, or 5 of them. But it'll be way faster for me to unlock a high rank Rathlos. But we'll see. Cool. More things fought. I like the hit lag when you're using Greatsword and like you hit a bunch of things. They brought that even into the new generation of games, and it's just so satisfying when your blade like cleaves through a bunch of stuff and you can like hear each like da-dong, da-dong, da-dong. Very satisfying. Kind of just a lot of dodging and rolling, though. I wouldn't say this is really a tough hunt. Actually, it's more fun. You know, it's the equivalent to like letting the player let loose. God, is my sword that bad shape? Okay. Eye of Prey? Give me like 1 second. Thank you. Ow. Why would you do this to me, Velociprey? Alright, there we go. Well, that was a good time. I was just looking at a message from some folks that I play games with, and they're like, hey man, you should play Call of Duty with us. And I was like, you know what, like, I don't know. Call of Duty takes up a crazy amount of hard drive space, and it's not crazy fun. The guns feel like super floaty. And he's like, oh, maybe, I don't know. And then he like looked at it, he's like, oh crap, to get like 2 of the Call of Duty games is like 238 gigs of hard drive space. And it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't get enough value out of Call of Duty. I don't want to take it away from anyone, but I think I'm most excited for the finals. That looks like an FPS that's like worth dropping some hours into. So that didn't take a terrible amount of time. I'm kind of just thinking maybe I'll run another one of these things and put it behind us for the future. So what? I think we got like the Vespoid Queen next. Yeah. Sure. For jungle. All right. It's no use. No matter where I look, I can't seem to find the Vespoid Queen. Perhaps if you slayed a large number of Vespoids to make her feel her swarm was in grave danger, she might appear. Yeah, okay. I kind of have a right. Oh. Hilarious. High rank tomfoolery. Is that the Vespoid Queen? Like, literally right off the bat? No. I actually have no recollection of what the Vespoid Queen looks like. Hey, there's one of those here. These definitely feel like bigger Vespoid. And I'll keep killing them as long as they keep on showing up here. Because I think that's what the tooltip said to do. I should have brought pickaxe. Oh well. Hey, here's some more. I'm not really interested in you, Velocidrome. Nice. Oh, come on. It's like he stung me at the same time I slapped him. Thanks for waiting, Velocidrome. I appreciate that you recognize I'm not even here to fight you. Ow. Okay. Well, I'm just going around killing Vespoids. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, come on. Great. No, I see one more. I'm gonna kill them all. Come on. Come on, little mosquito. Thank you. Cool. Sorry, cat. Yeah, the Vespoid Queen, I really... I can't recall much about it. Other than trusting that this is the best way to bring it out. At least I think so. I don't remember what it looks like. I know it exists. I don't know if it's going to be like an actual fight like other monsters. I don't know if it's going to die in a few hits like every other Vespoid in existence. Really can't recall. Come here, Vespoid. I saw you. Come on. Come on, come on down. Can't get you up there. Neat. Supplies. Yeah, I don't care. These are, yeah, these are bigger Vespoids than I've seen the whole game, but I keep on forgetting to buy a pickaxe. Okay, well, that's another room emptied. Hey, there it is. What a unique one. Oof. Yeah, talk about forgotten Monster Hunter monsters. Do we see that thing anywhere else in any other games? I don't think so. Ugh. Is this like a pheromone for them? Is that what I'm like tagged with right now? Because it feels like they're over focusing on me. Kind of cool. I mean, like mechanically, that is pretty cool. Ooh, come on. Oh, rough. Okay, not what I wanted at all, but... I think I kind of just got squished up between a lot of things there. That was more what happened than anything. Yeah, because my least favorite fights are like fights with a lot of mobs. Reminds me too much of Monster Hunter PS2. Hey, bro. I hope the Velocidrome has gone away. I doubt it, but I'm hoping. Yeah, yeah. I really want to turn there. Yeah, we'll get these, the poisons down. Because I think that'll really help with, managing her ads, which they did. Oh, my God. feels like this is the only real attack the Vespoid Queen has. Jeez. Ouch. Okay, I definitely gotta be cautious because that, like, red mist thing can deal a really crazy amount of damage. Ag. Ugh. Okay, I'm getting more frustrated by just everything being in the same goddamn room at all. Like, can the Velocidrome go away? That doesn't need to be here. Okay, well, that's better then. Definitely a unique monster. And I mean, it fits that it hits hard, doesn't really have the ability to take a lot of hits, damage itself, because, like, why would it? Yeah, you stupid Velocidrome. Cool. Well, progress made as always, and I can't really complain about that. One of my favorite things to do. Poor Vespoid Queen over there still twitching out. Ugh. We did what we had to do. And hey, maybe we can make that armor now. That'd be kind of cute. Not that we really want to, it's just like it's a cute looking set. I'd like it in real life. Well, with one more quest done, I'm curious, is there like a high rank version of the Vespoid? There is. Wow, okay, I have a lot of the high rank stuff now. Let's see. So that's Velociprey, high rank, Bone Rain. Ooh, Vespoid male. We could actually build it. Not that we need it, it's just like... Oh, the Hornet male is sick. Damn, look at that. Hunter's male. Okay, you know, they're good enough sets. They'll do what you gotta do. That looks really cool. I have to agree. That Vespoid set, that Hornet set, and then the flower jacket. I don't even know. That's a bunch of random things, but a lot of Fashion Hunter stuff there, just as well as Monster Hunter. And I'm a big fan of Fashion Hunter, especially once you get a really powerful sword, and it's kind of like, if I don't get hit, I can look beautiful. Anyways, thanks for watching some more Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Hope you have a good one, and check out the next episode. Bye.